Hello. Today on Monday's Talk, we're answering the question, why do people make bad decisions? And this really comes down to three different things that I'll identify. Obviously, many people make many bad decisions in our world today. Some are criminal, some are just immoral, and others just sometimes make no sense to make, right? And usually all decisions, one way or another, affect somebody else besides the person that's making the decision. So since we always deal with this from a practical and spiritual standpoint, we're coming from the book of Genesis, chapter 1 through verse 7. And as always, not going to read everything, just kind of explain what's going on. So Adam and Eve, which is like the beginning, in the beginning, when it comes to the Bible. These are two people who were at the beginning. And at this point, they were not in a state of corruption, where after the fall, they sinned against God, everything becomes corrupt, even the nature and humanity, according to the Bible. So this is before all of that. And they had been given orders or instructions by God not to eat of a certain tree. They ended up eating of this tree because virtually one was identified as deceived, but both of them were actually deceived into eating of this tree, obviously by whom the Bible identifies as Satan, a fallen angel, a disgraced angel fallen from grace, who deceived a third of the angels in heaven as well. So again, this is always, we deal with this from a practical and spiritual standpoint. So this is actually coming from, scriptural principle, but we're going to deal with this in a natural concept, just in case you might be thinking, and he's really talking about the Bible stuff. All right. So there's three things that happen with Adam and Eve that actually identifies why people make bad decisions. Even in an unfallen state, they made a bad decision. And number one is because they doubted the path that they were on. And this is the same thing with people. In our day, people really don't research and understand the path that they're on. They actually don't really realize the path that they should be taking in life. And so they pursue other paths that are, seems to be the best way to go, but not always the best route, because the end results are usually bad. So people make bad decisions, number one, again, because they don't really know the path. They doubt the path that they're on in life. They doubt who they are. They doubt their importance. They doubt their value and, what they can accomplish in life. The second reason is because people want things to always point to them. A lot of times people want vainglory. They want to be the best. They want to be above everyone else and more special than anyone else, right? And so people make bad decisions because they want that. They want that fame. They want that fortune. Not so that they can help people, but just so that they can have it, so they can be recognized as the most important and the best. So the third thing is because people refuse to accept sometimes history and the fact that they themselves even make mistakes and own up to those mistakes. So sometimes history in our families, or even just history of society, whatever country you come from, your culture, whatever, there's people who made bad decisions in the past that cause a lot of issues in the current, which was their future, and it's our current. And we don't learn from those bad mistakes, right? So sometimes we don't listen to other people tell us, look, I went this route and it was a bad decision, so you don't really need to go that way. So this is another reason, and the final reason that we'll address, of why people make bad decisions. So now I'm just going to give solution, right? There's no need to just pour out the bad stuff, but give solution. And so the way to make more positive choices is, yeah, to reverse all of this, but to really understand, number one, who you really are. Identify, do research, the path that you're on, the path that you're going. Really understand it. Understand the value of the path that you're on and where you're going in the future. The second would be to pursue things that benefit others, not just ourselves. Yes, we do need to survive. Yes, we do need to benefit ourselves and take care of ourselves at different points in times. But if you focus on serving others and helping others and benefiting others, you actually solve a lot of your own problems, believe it or not. Try it sometime, you'll find out. Okay. And then, of course, the last reason or last way to make positive choices would be to just realize your potential, realize your gifting, your talents, right? The abilities that have been invested in you. Because from Adam and Eve's mess up, these are the three things that actually happened. And, they didn't own up to it when they made the mistake of following this fallen angel and listening to what he said over what God and the purpose God said and with the purpose that he had for them to do, right? So they made a choice and they still didn't own up. They blamed somebody else. They took the blame and put it on somebody else instead of their own fault. And one of the key ways for us to benefit from even the mistakes we all will make is to own up to it and to realize that we're human. We make mistakes. And there's always that opportunity, as long as we're willing to identify that mistake as a mistake, there's always the opportunity for reconciliation and moving forward in life to a better future. All right. So this was your Monday's talk. If there's anything you ever want to see addressed from a practical and spiritual standpoint, let me know and we'll do what we do to address it. All right. Till next time.